Okay guys, here we are. I'm gonna test out this nutrient survival emergency food. This is the home style scramble, and I'm just gonna put this here. You can read some of the nutritional facts on it. So the idea is emergency food, but that actually has nutrients, which is something that many of these emergency foods lack. So I got some water going, boiling. Give me a second. It says 2 cups of the scramble with, it's half a cup per 1 cup of scramble. So I got the whole pouch is 2 cups. So I figure me and my wife can check it out. And yeah, I'll grab her in a bit, showering up. But anyway, we will. I'll let you guys know what I think, and I'll see what she thinks. And yeah, we'll see what it tastes like. I mean, the nutrients is what I care about. So I'm gonna make a video. Let's go ahead and see how it comes out together, and then I'll come back later and I'll tell you how it feels. Because you know, if you eat a bag of potato chips, man, you feel sluggish. You know that's not good for you. I want to see how this actually does in the body. You know. Gonna send it down to the lab, I guess. So anyway, let's just put not even a spoon there. Okay. 4 to 5 minutes. So those of you who want to hang around can do so. Stir this up a little bit. Make sure it gets. One of the things, like I say, about emergency food is that there's not really much nutrients in it. It's more just to fill you up so you don't go hungry. I always talk about growing what you can and taking supplements so you don't develop nutrient deficiencies. But if they've solved that, or they've come even farther ahead than the other guys, then I'm happy about that. Like I said, that was one of my issues, and I grow what I can. You know, I got supplements on hand, but you know, they don't last forever. And actually, I've even, you know, the newer ones I make, I'll take supplements like just your Centrum and bust them up, throw them in the package with it, so there's something in there. O2, seal it, and you know, for a little bit. But this is sure interesting in my opinion. Let's put some water on there. Just a little bit of water. Okay. When the timer goes off, we'll check it out. Actually, I'm just going to cut it here, guys. Okay, we're back. It's been 4.5 minutes, said 4 to 5, so I just tried it right in the middle. Stirred it a couple times, and I mean, it smells pretty darn good, I tell you that. Oh wow, look, I don't know if you can see that, but the cheese, you can see how there's strings on the cheese. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, man. It's like I just threw shredded cheese in this in this hot mix, and it just melted. I mean, that some bell peppers rehydrated, it looks like. Let's check it out. So I'll just take a good generous bite and let's see what we think here. That does not taste like emergency food. That does not taste like emergency food at all, I'll tell you that. I'm really impressed by that. I mean, like, this tastes like, I mean, I shredded some potato, and you know, like hash brown. I mean, you know, hash brown and eggs. I'm not a big fan of bell pepper, but that's okay. But I mean, they're rehydrated. They're rehydrated on the money. But it tastes like hash brown and eggs that I just did myself in a pan. And the cheese, you know, I showed the strings on that. I'm actually impressed. One thing I wanted to say, like, you can tell when something's overly processed. Like you know, those Jimmy Dean's, they have these little sausage links that come in a cryovac package. You bite into those things, and you can just tell they're overly processed, man. There's something not right about it. It just tastes like chemical. Or like, you remember them cheese stuffed dogs that we probably liked as a kid? You know, I liked them for a short time as a kid, and now, you know, I tried them a couple years ago and like, what the, you know, it just tastes like chemicals, man. It's overly processed. You can taste it, but I don't get that here. I mean, the potato has some texture. There's consistency. So I mean, it tastes good. Or like you know, some Wise from Mountain House. I mean, you know, they're okay. They're not bad, but they're not great either. Like eating microwave food or something. I mean, you know, there's some that are better than others. Like, hey, this ain't too bad for microwave food. You kind of get that taste, that sense of it. But this is good. I mean, you know, I was really surprised by that. I was like, okay, I was about to, you know, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. You know, this is good, but it's got a bit of a chemical taste. But if it's going to help you survive, now I'm going to have this, and I'll have half of it, give some to my wife, and yeah, we'll see what she says. I'll put it aside. Yeah, but as far as taste goes, I like it. I am impressed. It was just easy, little hot water, just what I expect, like in mine. But again, if you solve the nutrient deficiency problem over time, hey man, then you've beaten me. And they got me with that cheese. I mean, it's stringy. You know, they dehydrated that cheese. It worked out. In mine, I use in my do-it-yourself emergency foods, I use the packets. I threw the packets in the mix, not in the mix, but the whole cryovac Mylar bag. The whole packets of Kraft cheese in there. So, you know, powdered cheese. But I mean, hey man, if you can do that, yeah, I'm all for it. So I'm gonna cut it off now, half. Give the other half to my better half, and yeah, I'll give you a follow up. Hey man, you know how I feel. It doesn't feel like I'm eating potato chips. You know, I don't get that sense. So I think there's some nutrients in there. We'll see. I mean, you know, tasting good, it's not everything. It's if you can survive on it. All right. And I would still say, even if it is what I hope it to be and what they say it is, you still need to grow your own food. You know, that's some good thing to do anyway, right? That's what everybody should be doing. Grow what you can, right? Be as independent as you can. But anyway, all right, that's it for me. This wouldn't hurt having something like this around just in case. I will catch you on the next one, guys, and I'll give you a follow up here. The next video will be, you know, how I feel overall. All right, I'm out. Okay, let's finish up this review on the home style Scramble. You know, it holds you over pretty well. Like, you know, when you're a kid and you eat like a whole bag of potato chips in summertime, you ain't doing nothing, but you can eat that whole thing and you're still hungry. Why? Well, there's not very much nutrients in there, just a bunch of empty calories, right? You don't have that problem with this guy here. It holds you over very well. They taste pretty good. And I think these guys are, you know, they finally, somebody out there in the survival food field got it right. You know, well, I'm not going to mention names, but you know how some of the others can taste kind of processed sometimes. I don't like that. I mean, if I had to, I'd go on it. But, you know, if you're going to buy emergency food, it might as well be something that tastes good and good for you, too. Of course, I do recommend, you know, you grow whatever you can. I always recommend, you know, whatever fresh veggies you can do. That's great. You know, but it's not a substitute. You need both. Survival food for emergencies and grow what you can. Now, there's a link in the description bar, and you put Tom G10, and I'll put that in there for you too. Click on the description bar. That'll give you a $10 off your first number 10 can. Right? If you're gonna buy it, might as well save a little bit of money. And they're pretty good. I mean, I usually don't recommend stuff like this. I get a lot of, hey, try this, try that, and I turn down many of them. But these guys, they do it right. I'm actually impressed with this. So yeah, there we go. You saw my solution back before when I wasn't happy with the stuff out there, and then these guys come along. So, you know, so far I'm a believer. Yeah, you know, they're gonna probably roll out some more stuff as time goes on, but right now I'm a believer. These guys, this is good. So anyway, again, you want to try it out? Make sure you use the link. Save yourself $10 in the description bar on a number 10 can, and I'll catch you on the next review, guys. I'm out.